everyone, my name is Barbara, and today I'm going to be offering a quick overview of what is called trauma-informed yoga. First, a little bit about me. I am a parent, I am an educator, and I am a yoga teacher certified in trauma-informed yoga. Just a quick overview about trauma-informed yoga. It is a set of practices that are meant to help somebody be able to move trauma through the body through a combination of breath, movement, and mindful practice. What is trauma? I really appreciate the definition of trauma that comes from Resmaa Menakem in his book, My Grandmother's Hands. He is a clinical social worker, and he defines trauma as anything that happens to the body that is too much, too fast, or too soon. This floods the body and causes trauma to occur. When we have a response to what we perceive as a threat, it kicks us into our sympathetic nervous system, preparing us to fight, flee, or freeze. But if we can't do any of those things, those chemicals, the cortisol and the adrenaline that are meant to help us get out of a dangerous situation, those can become trapped in the body. So yoga, because it is a combination of breath practice, mindfulness, and movement, it gives us an opportunity to move some of those chemicals that may have been lodged in our bodies out, and so that we can begin to move forward. Yoga is not medicine. Yoga is not a cure, but studies are beginning to show that when used in combination with other health supports, medical supports, and therapies, it can provide better health outcomes for people that utilize it. So let's go ahead and move into our physical practice. The first thing I want to remind us of is that one of the foundations of trauma-informed yoga is that it is invitational. You are your wisest and most important teacher, so listen to that inner wisdom. If I suggest something and that doesn't sound safe or feel good for you and your body, then you are going to choose what is right for you in this moment. So I'd invite you, if you'd like to first just orient yourself in the space. So you might glance over your shoulder and just notice what's behind you. You can see the woods behind my house, glancing over your other shoulder, just noticing what's there, noticing if you're safe, feeling safe. And then as you're ready, you might choose to close your eyes, or if that doesn't feel comfortable for you, instead you might take what's called a soft gaze, choosing a non-moving point someplace in front of you, and letting your gaze go a little bit blurry. And then I'm going to invite you just to begin to notice. Notice sensation. You might notice the sensation in your physical body. You might notice the points of contact between your body and the ground, where your body makes contact with itself. You might notice sounds, smells, and then you might invite your attention to your breath. You might notice how the breath shapes the body. You might notice whether or not it's creating shapes in the stomach. Maybe there's a rising and falling that's happening, an expansion in the chest. You might notice the sensation of the air coming into the body and leaving the body. Just noticing with curiosity. And then we'll begin to unite breath and movement if you're ready. So on your next inhale, I'm going to invite you to arch your back and lift your chin. I'll invite you to stay in that shape on the exhale, noticing how this different shape changes the breath invite you to take another inhale. And on your exhale, I'm going to invite you to round your back, pressing it back and tucking your chin towards your chest. Noticing the sensation in this new shape. Invite you on your next inhale, once again, to arch your back and lift your chin. And on your exhale, once again, to round the back and the shoulders and to tuck the chin. And if you'd like, you might begin to unite breath and movement, arching the back and lifting the chin on your inhale, rounding and tucking on your exhale. Noticing if this feels okay for you in this moment. Deciding on the pace of the movement. And just notice. As you're ready, I'm going to invite you into stillness if you're ready, or you can keep going if you decide that feels like something that's creating opening for you. Let's go ahead, if you'd like, to begin to create some circles with the body. Circling forward and back, doesn't matter which direction that you go. Noticing the new sensation of this new movement in the body. If you want to, you might unite the breath and the movement, inhaling forward and exhaling back. Some people might want to do a body scan and notice the way that this movement is creating different sensations in different parts of the body. The hips, the chest, the back, the throat. And if you're ready, you might start to move the other direction. Stirring up the energy of the body. Giving yourself permission to notice what you notice and feel what you feel. And as you're ready, you might just make those circles smaller and smaller, spiraling towards the center. And landing finally in stillness with your spine as the center of that circle. I'm going to invite you on your next inhale to lift your hands up. And on your exhale, inviting you to roll your shoulders down your back. Noticing sensation in the hands. Taking another inhale. And I'm going to invite you to twist to the right. Left hand can go on the right knee. Right hand comes behind you at the base of the spine. Noticing this new shape. On your next inhale, you might lift the chin. And as you do that, on the exhale, you might notice the sensation and the stretch that happens along the jaw and the throat. Nothing is right or wrong. It's just information our body is giving us. Take another inhale. And an exhale. On your next inhale, let's invite those arms up. Exhale, inviting you to twist, this time to the left. Right hand on the left knee. Left hand behind you at the base of the spine. Gazing over the left shoulder. On your next inhale, you might lift your chin. Noticing the sensation on the exhale. On your next exhale, tucking your chin towards your chest. Noticing maybe how this side is different from the other side. And then I'll invite you on your next inhale to lift your arms up back to the center. And you could, if you wanted to, do each of those movements, uniting breath and movement. So taking an inhale here. On the exhale, twisting to your right. Inhaling to lift the chin. Exhaling to tuck the chin. Inhaling to center. Exhaling to twist. Inhaling to lift, exhaling to tuck. Remember, everything is an invitation. Inhaling, lift, exhaling, twist. Inhale to lift, exhale to tuck. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. Inhale, lift, exhale, tuck. On your next inhale, inviting you back to center. And on the exhale, just let the hands come down slowly and land on the knees if that's what you're ready for. Maybe your eyes closed, maybe they remain open. And just notice what sensation has been created in the body. One last invitation to take your hands and place them behind the hips, and then to take your feet out and anchor your heels down on the ground. And just to windshield wiper the knees to either side, noticing sensation. You might decide you want to land on one side and just take in the sensation there. The hips are one of those places that tension can get trapped in the body. We have a muscle called the psoas muscle. Maybe you go back to the other side. And that psoas muscle tenses when we go into our sympathetic response, preparing us to run away or to spring into action. Maybe you windshield wiper them to either side. As you're ready, finding a comfortable seat. And just checking in with the body and with the breath. We're going to do just a few rounds of breath and movement to end our time together. If you'd like to, let's take an inhale together. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. Ha! Now let's breathe in. 3, 2, 1, and out. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 3, 2, 1, and out. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in and out. Last time, in and out. I invite you to release control of the breath. Notice sensation. Notice sound. And as you're ready, inviting you to open your eyes. This has been just a very quick overview of principles of trauma-informed yoga. The movements we did can be done seated, they can be done at a desk, they can be done throughout the day. A really gentle way to take some of the principles of trauma-informed yoga and integrate them into our own lives and to offer them to others. If you have questions, you're welcome to leave them in the comments or reach out to me. And we all need to become more aware of the traumas we're bringing and holding space for others as they move through whatever they are holding at a particular moment. I want to thank everybody, and I look forward to hearing from you or collaborating with you in the future. Take care.